ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, or even extraterrestrial life tuning in from another planet. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 has been shown to the world across its three flavorous modes of campaign, multiplayer, and yes, zombies. We took a brief dig at all those modes from the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Direct, as shown on screen here, and if that don't work, then it's definitely down in the description below and at the end of the video. So let's break it down further. Let's talk about yes, that's right, multiplayer, at least from my experience in Black Ops titles, has been really fun, really rewarding, and something that I've progressed almost to the very end with. And I don't think that's going to be much different with Call of Duty Black Ops 6. However, don't take it from me, take it from the devs themselves. This is what they have to say. Multiplayer is a key ingredient in the DNA of Black Ops, and a frenetic action hero style of play is central to the series. For Black Ops 6, every single part of multiplayer gameplay experience has been innovated upon, from movement to weapon firing, footsteps, progression systems, takedowns, and more. Across our weapons, gear, operators, maps, and every other aspect of the game, a huge push has been hit to the highest visual and audio fidelity possible to allow full immersion. Many of these features can also span across the entire content offering, from campaign, multiplayer, and zombies. One of the biggest innovations today is Omni Movement, where long established FPS constructs have been removed, allowing you to maneuver in a much more realistic way, and unlocking a level of fluidity and fun that has never been reached before in a Black Ops game. So let's talk about Omni Movement, shall we? Omni Movement is a new way to play in Call of Duty Black Ops 6. It takes the traditional style of slide, dive, and prone mechanics and flips them entirely on their heads, as the teams have redefined them across the entire game. For the first time ever in a Call of Duty game, you cannot just slide and dive, you can do it in any direction. That includes forward sidestepping and backpedaling, just in case it wasn't clear enough. And this is all integrated seamlessly within the entire game offering. According to Trout, one day they just got out of bed and pondered the question, what if you could sprint in any direction? I bet that was a really interesting conversation starter. However, they also go on to say that if you can move in any direction, you can slide and dive in any direction too, opening a new world of movement options. And I can't imagine how high skill-based matchmaking movement is going to be like. I mean, if it's anything like this, God almighty. In addition to this, Trout discussed something called intelligent movement. The teams have introduced a new set of features within the game, with player options and a settings menu, which is designed to reduce the amount of button and key presses a player will perform to do certain movements and maneuvers within the game, and these are broken down into a few sections. Sprint assist, mantle assist, and crouch assist. Intelligent movement systems were designed in mind of the Omni Movement system, completely allowing players to fine-tune how they play, and they also go on to say even more. However, they are mindful that intelligent movement may not be for everybody, or for every in-game circumstance. Fortunately, with a robust and purely optional set of setting menus, players can decide whether to use these innovations or play around with the combinations of actions to enable or disable a related command to make it your own experience. Corner slicing is a final addition to the movement-based system, and it allows players to dynamically lean their weapons around corners and obstacles in the environment based on how slowly or quickly your approach is. Interesting. Despite myself not being too much of a competitive player in an FPS environment, this system and how robust it is and how confident the teams are and already in discussing it gives me hope. I think Omni Movement and Intelligent Movement is a welcoming and new way to play Call of Duty and experience the game in a new way, and I'm rather excited to try it as we get closer to the launch or the beta at the end of August or early October. Anyone else excited for this new system, or are you skeptical? Do you like the traditional style that we currently get? Or are you hoping for a little bit more? We always say that Call of Duty is the same every year. Well, this year, it kind of isn't. It's a lot different. However, that's my opinion. What's yours? Is it just the same still? I don't know. Further to this, Black Ops 6 is also expanding on hit zones from the original 4 to 9, and I'll briefly touch on that because it's really just based on animations and where the player is hit. They go on to say, in Black Ops games, when you eliminated an enemy, they reacted to taking damage based on the hit zone you struck them in. Depending on where that was, you observed the animation based on both location of the shot and the deadliness of the damage. With the return of Black Ops 6, the number of hit zone regions has more than doubled from 4 to 9. With more than twice the number of regions to target, you can expect a much wider variety of visual takedowns across campaign and multiplayer modes. Now it can be determined, for example, if the enemy was shot in the left or right leg, and play a bespoke death animation related to that shot, or if an operator takes a high caliber sniper round to the right arm as they're sprinting, that limb will snap back and spin them around as the weight of the body carries forward as they collapse to the ground. Whilst I file this as a cool addition or creating much more immersive experience in death animations, I don't feel it affects gameplay as much. I might be completely wrong here, but when you kill an enemy player, you just go on to the next. I can't say I'll be sticking around to watch the operator do a triple backflip from being hit in the head with a caliber. Then again, I'm still probably going to get a hit marker anyway. Oh, hit marker! Let me know. Cool? Not bothered? I don't know. And anyway, moving on. They've gone all out on operators. Really going into detail on how operators are designed from the ground up. From the grit and dirt between their fingernails, sweat on their and oil on their palms, and even colour of their teeth when they smile. Okay, that might be a lie, but nevertheless, to say authentic gear was scanned, and the teams have worked effortlessly capture the best of the best when it comes to who you play as and those you interact with from campaign, multiplayer and zombies. With this pairs well with visuals within the game, and the balances between a hyper-real and realistic look. They emphasise on the idea of action within a movie, and the player going in to say that the gathered masses of real-world references, so that overall visual behaviour, wind influence, gravity, weight and scale, etc. will all feel very natural when playing. I'm not sure how you kind of understand or would know that anyway, but cool. Yeah. And that's not all. Something even more striking is the very thing we play within the game day in and day out. That's the heads-up display. It's also another redesign within the game. Not just giving the player what they want, but when they need it. However, this goes an extra step further, as you can make a wider variety of changes to your heads-up display with predefined presets for the player to customize and choose from. Despite this, the teams have continued to build and create a streamlined experience, just for the player anyway. However, don't like the streamlined experience? Of course you don't. For example, want your HUD centered? Sure. You want all your HUD elements removed? Got it. Perhaps even your money map repositioning? Also possible. That's cool. Really cool. I'm a big fan of that, and I might actually have a bit of a tinker with that as well. And you heard this from them themselves. Optimizations also extend to the lobby. Accessing the lobby will become even more straightforward, and the time it takes from hitting the lobby to a match will be shortened, and this streamlining continues between matches. This is all part of the time to engagement vision that has remained unchanged throughout the game's development process to craft an approachable and engaging step change of the signature Black Ops multiplayer experience. They said that, not me. Did I hear somebody scream, what about maps? Well, of course. Of course we've got maps. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 launches day one with 16 all-new multiplayer maps, 12 6v6 maps, and 4 entirely new strike team maps that can be played either 2v2 or face-off in 6v6. The classic free-lane star maps has been a core focus of the teams, with quick-time engagement focus and optimal flowing engagement and action, whilst also easily allowing for transition and to rank play for you competitive players too. Progression, I'll get straight to it. Black Ops 6 returns to the classic prestige system, levels 1 to 55, 10 prestiges, and master prestige, with 1000 levels to grind straight after.
That's beautiful, man.
Either they've worked out a decent way to work this for leveling up to keep players grinding, or they might want to level that cap limit a bit more. They also mentioned with the classic prestige returning to expect some surprises along the way, and a classified reward for anyone daring enough to make it to the very end. Best get grinding, folks. More information on the multiplayer mode include a confirmed winner's circle and emotes return in Black Ops 6, confirmed by Treyarch. It'll be extremely similar to those of which was seen in Black Ops 3. Black Ops 6 will also require an active internet connection to play the game, and this includes campaign. You can shoot doors open as seen here, and Nuketown is back, and here's the first look at the lobby UI with that as well. Warzone also has loadout details, primary and secondary, new dedicated melee slot, lethal and tactical, field upgrade, free perks, new perk specialty, 3 categories of perks. Use 3 from the same category to receive a bonus, wildcards, and 5 attachments per weapon, default, 8 with a wildcard. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 launches on October 25th, to be sure to check out COD Next happening in August 28th. Also, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Xbox Game Pass holders can play it available day one as part of the Game Pass offering. So, here's a quick breakdown per Charlie Intel. Black Ops 6 multiplayer, classic prestige returns, simplified lobby UI, and invite friends back, new minimal HUD with custom presets, loadouts with primary, secondary, and melee, 3 perks per loadout, equip 3 perks of the same category to get a specialty perk, 5 attachments, and up to 8 with a wildcard. Traditional score streaks are back, winners circlers back, best players back, shooting ranges back, 16 maps at launch, 12 6v6 and 4 strike maps, classic 3-lane maps, a new omni movement system, deep slide sprint and in any direction, intelligent movement to get auto sprint and mantling, hit animations, 9 hit spots to give a realistic effect when dying. You can also pre-order the Vault Edition to get access to the Woods Operator Pack, an instant unlock for Modern Warfare 3, Hunters vs Hunted Operator Pack, a Season 1 Black Sal, and Battle Pass and open early access to the beta. That just about wraps up everything, from the rumours, leaks, data mines, and even Call of Duty Black Ops 6 itself on the Direct. But I can't imagine I can leave you without my thoughts. And this is it. For the first time in the last few years, I'm actually pumped about Call of Duty game. And the teams at Raven and Trout look to be delivering something rather unique and special, offering a new way to play the entire game, and also a new system from customization, 3-lane style maps, 12 at launch, classic prestige system, the list goes on. Call me crazy, I could be wrong, but this could be one of the best Call of Duty games in the recent years. It could be awful, and I might be wrong, but time will tell. Though, that is everything from me here today at Cryptic. Thank you so much for tuning in, and wherever you are, until next time, stay safe, stay frosty, and goodbye for now.